What's up YouTube, Belated Gamer here, and this is my rambling series where I prattle on about my experiences in life and vent about whatever the hell is on my mind. And today I thought I'd talk about that piece of shit right there. Now, here's the thing, that's actually my wife's computer. It's a Frankenstein's monster of a computer because it has a decent freaking power supply. It's got a ASUS motherboard. It has a decent Intel chip from about 4 or 5 years ago. It's got a Sapphire graphics card. It's got 12 gig of RAM. And yeah, it's just made up of old parts. Now, here's the thing. I've been around computers since I was 6 years old, really. I learned how to use DOS when I was 6 or 7. I've worked at an internet lounge, pulling computers apart, rebuilding them. I've built my own computers, and so I know a fair bit about it. But that thing, it's driving me up the wall. Now, here's the thing. About 3 years ago, the computer started having some problems with time. Now, it would either display 11:30 in the afternoon when it was 1:30 in the morning. And we thought that this was a bit strange, so we'd change it, and we'd change the settings on it. It would either be change settings to internet time, or we'd manually configure it. No matter what we did, it would always be off the next day. Be off by an hour, it'd be off by 2 hours, no idea. So we thought this was a random virus, we did a reformat, and we moved on. Problem seemed to disappear. Then, after a while, we had a problem with the monitor, where the monitor wouldn't turn on, either of them. You couldn't get it to turn on at all. You'd have to reset the computer, and then it'd come up. And that was when it was, sleeping. You'd turn it on, monitor wouldn't come back. And then that went away. Strangely enough, that disappeared after a while. And we thought, oh well, that's gone. That was weird. Then all of a sudden, the start bar started dying. So you'd go onto the start bar, you'd either click on a program, nothing had come up. You couldn't go into start. And then all of a sudden we realized when you went into my computer or any of the file folders, it would lock up. Once it locked up, you had to reset it. So Explorer was dying, and we had no idea why it was doing it. So I basically started removing the hard drives on a hunch. So we started removing just random hard drives and leaving it run on the primary drive to see if that would solve it. Which it kind of did. I found the problem was actually one of her hard drives. It was a Black Series Western Digital, and we thought it was dead. So I thought, well, let's try and plug it into my computer, and we'll see what happens. Now, here's the funny thing. When that happened, the drive was actually encrypted. And we're thinking, okay, why is the drive encrypted? This shouldn't happen. And it's actually because she's got Windows 10 that it encrypts drives if you're not using that exact version of Windows 10, which, how stupid is that? If you're... So, anyway, we removed that. The computer was fine. Didn't even plug that hard drive back in. It's just been sitting near the computer. No problems, not plugged in, nothing. And that was fine for about a week or two. Then the graphics card stopped supporting dual monitors. And we didn't understand why. So we reseated the graphics card. That didn't help. So we unplugged one of the monitors. Worked fine. Okay. Fair enough. Worked fine for about 2 or 3 days. Then all of a sudden we started getting a blue BSOD, blue screen of death. And, oh, sorry, something went wrong. Okay, well, we'll turn the computer off, turn it back on. Started loading Windows, got to about 1% of loading Windows. Oh, sorry, something went wrong. Ah, great. Reset. Oh, sorry, something went wrong. Okay. We eventually did a reformat, or tried to do a reformat, and that's when we found out that the solid state drive had died. So this kind of solved all the problems. And we were like, okay, so it's a shitty solid state drive. We'll send it back because it was under a 10-year warranty. That's fine. So then we put in a new solid state drive. It was just a spare 250 gig solid state drive we had lying around, been used for a year, no problems. We just didn't have a place to put it. And that worked fantastic. We formatted the drive, we put a new solid state drive in it, and it worked fine. And then about 2 days later, Explorer started dying. And we're like, well, this is very weird. Why is Explorer dying? You couldn't go into my computer, and the whole computer started locking up. And we're thinking, oh, this is not good. Why is this happening? And then all of a sudden, we got the BSOD again, and we restarted, and then all that came up was cannot locate operating system. So I tried to reformat again. That solid state drive is now dead. So we've gone through 2 solid state drives in the span of a week. So something seriously is wrong with this computer. So we think it's either the motherboard or the power supply unit that's decided to corrupt everything. Because there's no explanation for why 2 solid state drives die within a week. I've never even heard of it happening. My friend who's a computer technician hasn't even heard of this either. So we're building a new computer. All the guts of that can go fuck itself. The only things that are coming over are the drives, and even then, they're probably getting a wipe. That's how much we hate that computer at the moment. So I've just ordered a whole heap of parts last week. The computer that she's going to get is a i7 7700K. It's got an Asus motherboard. I don't remember which one. It was $200. Pretty decent pro motherboard, MSI. Not too bad. She's getting 16 gig of DDR4. Brand new power supply unit, 850 watt. What else? Oh, new water cooler, because I'm not taking chances with this thing. And a new graphics card, which it's going to be a RX 580 XFX graphics card. And instead of that old ass bloody tower, she's getting a new tower, and it kind of matches mine. It's the bigger version of my tower. So super excited about it. So here's the thing: Newegg sent everything out. So the computer parts are slowly arriving. Newegg has shipped the power supply unit, the RAM, the case, and the water cooling unit, and a solid state drive. So awesome. And then the other parts, which we ordered through NCIX because it was a $10 discount, still haven't shipped. Now we ordered this a week ago, and it still hasn't even been gone out. It hasn't even shipped yet. But anyway, if you have any idea what's going on with that computer, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below, because I've never heard of this happening ever. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more random ass shit on this channel. But until next time.